Trevor has Lamar Jackson, Roquan Smith, and Kyle Hamilton. Discuss.
Yeah, I think that's a fair trio. There will definitely be people off the back of last year that will be clamoring for Madubuike to be one of the three. And, it's a reasonable call. I think based off last year, it's a reasonable call. Number one, a couple of things about Madubuike, because I got a lot of pushback on the top 10 interior defenders list that was out there.
Shocking.
From the top 32 rankings that were put out there, because Madubuike was not in the top 10. Number one, I don't think he was quite as good as the sack total was last year, so immediately we're starting off on a slightly warped outlook of what Madubuike actually is as an interior defender. And then number two, that was by far the best season we've seen from him. Other guys have had years like that and then not done the same thing. So I think immediately my default position is always, if a guy has just set a new, radically different high watermark from anything they've done previously in their career, that should probably not be your benchmark or your baseline for what you expect them to do the following season. So yeah, if you got that version of Madubuike going forward every single year, he would probably be in there. But can you rely on that?
Last year, number 9 in PFF WAR, so 9th most valuable defensive tackle.
Right. So even last year, based off those sack numbers, advanced data, when you start factoring in more things, you're talking fringe top 10 guy, not the best guy out there based off the sack totals.
Yeah, so I'm with you there. I mean, I think Lamar Jackson and Kyle Hamilton, I think, are slam dunks. I think if there was a debate, Roquan Smith versus Mark Andrews, maybe.
Mark Andrews, and then if you could get a healthy Ronnie Stanley back, he would be in the conversation as well. But again, it's been so long, can you rely on that? The other guy, by the way, just as an outside shout, he's only just arrived in the building, but Derrick Henry probably deserves to be in that conversation as well.
Yeah, we weren't adjusting for position, I assume, in this one.
No.
It's worth talking about Roquan Smith, though. I mean, in PFF grading terms, he had underachieved a little bit, especially in the run game in his time in Chicago, but almost instantly when the Ravens traded for him, felt like an immediate force multiplier for that defense. The grading also matched it. And look, I'll admit this too, right? Like grading, we always talk about the grading's not perfect. And there are also things like, is a player legitimately a force multiplier? Is he bringing something to the scheme that is either difficult to quantify or easier to quantify by looking at the totality of the defense, And I'm not talking like on-off splits for a 4-game sample. That stuff is noisy and inconsistent. But clearly there's something with Roquan Smith, the way they've deployed him, the way the Ravens defense, after picking him up in the middle of the 2022 season, things have been different.
Right.
So Roquan Smith deserves that credit. And then Kyle Hamilton, to me, slam dunk. We're talking maybe the best safety in the NFL. There were games last year. I mean, he's like the dream when you talk about a do-it-all type of player, similar to what Derwin James would do at times for the Chargers.
Right.
Remember, there was the 3-play sequence against the Chiefs last year where he had like a pressure, then a pass breakup, then then he blew up a screen. Right? It's like he could cover down the field, he could blow up plays in and around the line of scrimmage, and he can rush the passer. Kyle Hamilton can absolutely do it all. And I think continues to emerge as one of the best players in the entire league.
Yeah, and the difference, I think, between him and Madubuike is he was really good right away. Like, year one for Kyle Hamilton was really good. Last year was definitely an improvement. It was definitely a quote-unquote career year, but it wasn't, a massive deviation from what we've seen from him previously. It was just the continuation. It was like, dude is amazing right out of the box. Last year, we've taken it to an even higher level. We've seen nothing but high-level, extremely top-quality play from him.